أعوذ بالله بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره وأعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Good morning everyone.
وعليكم السلام.
And once again, I want to say happy Ramadan to you all. As I can see, Malam Mukhtar is enjoying the Ramadan. He said he can see So thank you for the compliments, though. Though it seems you are even looking more packaged and more Ramadan welcoming than myself. So Alhamdulillah, we thank God for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving us the opportunity to witness this class once again after a little short break due to series of programs I have had actually and I've been saddled with actually. So I think it's up to 2 or 3 weeks back we haven't had any class, and inshallah we are going to do our possible best to see that we have a continuation of our class today, hopefully, inshallah. So I think we're supposed to have a continuation of our class based on Microsoft Office package, which that is what is scheduled to take place today. And inshallah, we are going to do our possible best to see that we cover what is expected today. Meanwhile, inshallah, I'm going to be sharing my screen as well in order not to take much of the time, so that we move down to the class proper. So I don't know, can everyone see me? I'm a bit delaying the class for some other people to join, but as it seems we already have, as usual, we already have 6 people. I believe I'm audible enough. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you and see you, sir, but the volume is not that clear.
Okay, you can't hear me very well?
Yeah.
Let me try off something because I need to be very audible.
Okay.
I'm using this, I have to be a bit. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Is it better now?
Tom.
Okay, I will try to just raise up my voice, maybe for better listening.
Okay, sir, thank you.
No, sure. So, sorry. So let me get into our presentation for today. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. So we are going to be looking at
Yes, sir.
Microsoft Office suites. One of the things is like someone, please, we will all unmute ourselves. And we can mute ourselves, please. Okay. I think Salisu, let me mute you from here. Ahmed Yaro. Yes. So, in case if anyone is not hearing me or we have any technical issue or error, please, someone can unmute himself and just get me alarmed, or if there is anything missing or you have a point of observation. This is, I'm using the slide for our tech hub. That's why you see lab week 1. This is, I think, our week 5. So just you don't consider this, please. So we're looking at introduction to Microsoft Office. What do we mean by Microsoft Office? Microsoft Office is actually a package that is designed by the Microsoft company, which we know, that is designed to cater for the need for a multifunctional needs and purpose. One of the basic benefits of Microsoft Office package is you can use it fully to manage your office. That is why it is called Microsoft Office, as stated by some people. So any work that you are expected to do in your office, is it something that has to do with input of documents, editing of documents? Is it something that has to do with presentation? Is it something that has to do with manipulation of the data? Is it anything that has to do with publication? Is it something that has to do with a meeting or so on, or rehearsal or anything? So these are the basic things that are needed for an office to be functional. So Microsoft package has designed some useful resources and some useful applications or softwares, as we explained earlier, that are going to help anyone to carry out his office activities effectively and efficiently. And that is why we mostly call it Microsoft Office package. So in this Microsoft Office package, it contains different sub-applications. Number one, we have the Microsoft Word, we have the Microsoft PowerPoint, we have the Microsoft Publisher, we have the Microsoft Access, we have the Microsoft OneNote, we have the Microsoft Excel. We have different a good number of applications that you can use to carry out your activities in the Microsoft Office package. So when we say the package is something that combines all other sub-softwares that can assist you in doing whatsoever you want to do. So I believe with this introduction, we're able to get what we mean by Microsoft package or Microsoft Office package. I believe everyone has gotten this point. Yes. After that, we are going to now take one of the softwares that are used in Microsoft Office, which is known as the Microsoft Word. What is the Microsoft Word? As you can see here, we are going to have an introduction to Microsoft Word. At the end of this class, or we could call it a practical class, you're expected to identify the various benefits of using word processing software, which we are going to be using Microsoft Word, which is one of the word processing software we have. We have a quite number of other word processing software that are not owned by Microsoft. For example, the WordPress, the Notepad, and so on. We have them differently. Today, we even have what you know as the Canva document and so on. So it is expected that we identify the various benefits of using this word processing software, which is Microsoft Word. Identify the main part of the Microsoft Word windows, identify the purpose of command on the menu bar, copy, paste, and text, work with the buttons on the toolbar, type, edit, format text, work with pictures, work with tables, open, save as, and print Microsoft Word files. So now, what is Microsoft Office Word? Microsoft Word is the word processing component of the Microsoft Office suite. It is used primarily to enter, edit, format, save, retrieve, and print documents. So we are going to be having some practicals which I'm going to demonstrate actually properly. So one of the things we are going to be having is, number one exercise, how to locate Microsoft Word in the computer. The ways to locate Microsoft Word in your computer after it is being properly installed is you to click on the start menu and type Word in the search bar. I don't know, can you all see this place where my cursor is? This type here to search. Hello, are we together?
Yes, sir, we are together.
Okay, can you see this place where type here to search is?
Type. No, sir.
Okay, let me share my full screen then. Okay, I think this is perfect. You can see this place now?
Yes, sir.
You see type here to search, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you want to search for your Microsoft Word, depending on the Windows you are using, if you are using Windows 10 like mine or Windows 8.1, you could easily come here to search. You type whatever you're looking for here. This is one way. And if you're using Windows 8, you just come to this side. Mostly those using Windows 8, you drag this side here. It's going to bring out your sorry, let me take this here. Okay, when you drag the corner here, it's going to pop up your settings and some other things. So whenever it brings out, you can see the search menu. So you are going to search there. So for people like me and those using, and if you are using Windows 7, you have to search, you have to click on your start menu here. After clicking on your start menu, then you go for search. Then you are going to see the search box, something along this side here. So what am I going to do for myself that have Windows 8 is I'm going to I will click on start button. This is the start button, right? For those who having Windows 8 and Windows 7. So they are going to click here. But for myself that I'm using Windows 8, this is my search button that is already here. Then I'm going to search what? Click on start button click on the start button and type Word. Here, I'm going to type on Word. Can you see what? So if you look at here, you see the application. This is the logo for what? For Word. The icon for Word. Can you all see it? It's showing that this is the application. So I can click on it to what? To open the software. That is one way. And another way is you could press on the start button plus R. You have the Microsoft start button on your keyboard. You see it's something looking like this logo here on your keyboard beside your space bar. After your control key or your function key, you are going to see something like this. When you press it and you press what? You hold it and press R, is going to bring out this. So when it brings out this, you can press on Word in it. This is another way. Immediately you press on OK, is going to prompt out. So, but I would prefer to use the normal way, which is what? Clicking here and searching on what Word. When I search on Word here, it's going to bring me the application here. This is the application. I double click, then it's going to pop up the what? It's going to pop up this. For those who are having computer in their view, we are going to see this if you are having the updated version of Microsoft. So we have different templates here that you can use. If you want many other templates that you are just going to edit to have, if you want a newsletter, there's already a template for you here. If it's a welcoming page you want, there are some here. If you want a single space blank here, you are going to. If you want to create your modern resume, that is your a part of your introduction or your curriculum vitae, you can use this, and you are just going to edit the templates, and you are going to have whatever you want to have. This more templates here, when you click on it, is going to bring you different other templates, especially, but only when you are connected to the internet is going to bring you that. So this is the home button here as we are having, and these are some of the documents I have opened earlier, which are the recent file I've opened earlier is going to show you here. So it's always stated here. And for those for those files that I have already pinned, I can press here. If I want to open a new file, this is where I'm going to open it to start typing new. And this is where to open my folder, my older files. While this is for my account setup, this is when I have a problem and I want to record. I want to report to the Microsoft for assistance. While this contains other options which we could access here, like something that's to do with the settings of your Microsoft, but your Microsoft comes with a default setting. So these are some other options you can maneuver in order to have your functional output. For example, something that has to do with your display, some of the things are not displaying. This something has to do with proofing. If you want to have a problem with your saving document, or you want to change your language here, you can come here and change your language, or your accessibility here, or you also have some advanced settings that are also here, in case if your Microsoft Word has some other issues. This is where to customize your ribbon. We are coming to see what are the ribbons, and we also have some quick access tools and some add-ins and trust center and so on. So this is actually environment for Microsoft Word. Please, someone can mute himself. I think Munir Abdullah and Zakaria Abdulsalam, you can mute yourself. Thank you. So this is how the Microsoft environment looks like. This is how the Microsoft environment looks like. So we are going to be looking at this. What are these things? So I'm going to trace back to my document. Then I believe now everyone can open Microsoft Word. Please, is there anyone having problem with how to locate or open Microsoft Word? If there is, I know before we move further.
No, sir, we don't have any problem. Me, I don't have any problem.
That's great. So this is how the Microsoft Office looks like. This is another interface, like the environment, like especially those that are using Microsoft Office 2013 or 2007. They have similar something like this. So this is actually how the environment looks like. So these are the names this is the labeling of how the environment looks like. First, you are going to have something like this, which is the file. You call it the file tab. The file tab. Are we getting it? This is what we know as the file tab. This is other tabs that are contained here, like just in my own. This is my own Microsoft Word. So this is my own file tab. Are we together? So this is my own file tab, and
yes, sir.
Sorry. Okay, this is my own file tab here, as you can see. This is my in the file. We have other tabs here, which is home tab, insert tab. This is the insert tab. When you click on it, it's going to prompt you, it's going to change. As you can see, these are what we know as the ribbons. So this is also the design tab, and it also has its own ribbons on it. As you can see, every tab has ribbons under it. As you can see, this is what we know as the what? This is what we know as the reference tab. This is the mailing tab, review tab, view tab, help tab. So we are going to start with we are going to look at actually the file tab. But before going there, we are explaining the naming of the environment. This you can see here is known as the quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar at the top. I also have my own quick access toolbar here, which is here. As you can see, this is a quick access toolbar. This is a quick access toolbar here. I'm having this place here. As you can see, this is the quick access toolbar here. So we also have what we know as the what? We also have what we know as the ribbons. These are what we know as the ribbons. So the things that are contained inside the tab. Every tab, as I said, it has its own ribbon. So these are what we know as the ribbons. This is the ribbon for home. We have the clipboard, we have the font ribbon, we have the paragraph ribbon, we have the style ribbon, as you can see them here. Are we I hope we are together. So as I said, in the insert tool, we also have the tables ribbon, illustration ribbon, media ribbon, comments ribbon, and so on. So this is what we know as the ribbon actually. So this place here where you see document 3 word. So this is what we know as the title bar. It's where your this file here is not saved. That is why it is telling me this document 3. So this is the title of your work, the work you are working on. For example, now if I'm going to save this work that I'm working on, for example, if I'm going to save it, I can press on what file and go to save as. Immediately I save it as, I can decide where to save it. Maybe this is another folder where to save it. Then I can save it as BDE class 5. Immediately, you can see it here. The name of the folder I'm saving it to is what? The name of the folder I'm saving it to is known as notes. So immediately I press on save, you are going to note that this place is going to change. This place here is going to change. Can you see BDE class 5? It has changed. That means the name of this file I'm working on is known as BDE class 5. So this is actually what we know as the document title bar. So we now have what we know as the ruler here. As you can see, you have the help of your ruler, just like for you to know what is the sizing of your page. Like I also have in my own here, this is what we know as the ruler here. It is the same thing as the ruler you are having. You can always use it for measuring and centralizing or increasing the size of your page in which you are working on. So after that, we now have what we know as the dialog box. The dialog box is actually also part of what we are discussing. This is actually the dialog box. You can see something here like an arrow. You can see another something here like an arrow. So there are some other ribbons that are not listed here. So this dialog box assists you in opening other things that are contained in the ribbons of every tab. As you can see, these are other things that you can't see in here. So it is hidden. So if you want to expand or see other options or other ribbons, you are going to press on this. You are going to press on here and you sorry. Okay, when you press it, it's going to bring you out other options. Wow, seems we're moving out of time. We only have 10 minutes to go. Okay, we are going to recruit another class after when our time is up. So So after that, we can now look at what we know as the ruler. We've seen the ruler, and this is the help button here, as you can see here. So the help option, it helps you to what? It helps you to report any issue, or if you're having any issue. This is the button here for mine that is using Windows, that's using my Office 2016. That's using Office 2016. Oh, yes. 2016, sorry if I'm not forgetting on 18. So this is it. So we are getting more familiarized with the environment, so that whenever I'm talking on something, you are going to, whenever I'm referring to something else, you are going to. So this is what you know as the status bar. This is the status bar. I also have what the status bar in my side. It's going to tell you how many pages you have and which page are you working on. Like for example, now I'm only having one page, and I'm working on the one page. So it's telling me that I have 0 words. I haven't typed any word. So immediately I start typing words. You are going to see that. Sorry, please, someone is making noise. Okay. So immediately I start typing words, it's going to start reading. You see, I have one word here. Immediately I press another word. I have 2 words. I have another word here. I think let me mute. Now if you start reading, let me mute it. Okay. So it's going to tell you the amount of words you are using and the language you are using. So that is actually the status bar. Then we now have what's known as the document area. The document area is where you type your documents. Here, this place here, your field where your plain sheet, where you type, where you write is what we know as the document area. Just like I also have mine here. This is my document area where I'm typing here, for example. So next, I now have what we know as the view button. The view button, it assists me in showing, in enlarging my screen or not. For example, I want to divide my screen into 2. So this is the web read mode. If I want to read something, so I can use this read mode. And when I want to come back to the page I'm having, so this is what we know as the print layout. It show you the layout. And this is for web. If you want to just view your page as if you're on the website, so this is how you do it. So, but by default, it comes with the print layout. This is where I can zoom my print layout. As you can see, I can zoom depending on how I want it. I can always zoom. So if someone has a seeing deficiency or so on, sight deficiency, he can always use that to actually to zoom and unzoom. So this is actually the I believe we've covered all the what contains the Microsoft Word environment. So the next thing we are going to be looking at is the Microsoft ribbons and tabs, which I'm going to start looking at them. So I'm going to take you more on the practical aspect. So let's now, I'm going to quit on this and just take you around the Microsoft environment. As we have it here, sorry, I want this to screen. So let me switch this down. Okay. Before we close up for today, for the first session is, now let's look at what the file tab is. The file tab, this is the file tab. When you click on your file tab, it gives you many options here. This is my file tab. as you can see, the File tab, it gives you options to manipulate the whole of the Microsoft Word. So this is the Home tab where you're already at the Home tab. This is what we know as the Home tab. As I stated, when you want to open a new document, you can open here, New. And whenever you want to open the files in which you have saved earlier, you can press here. It's going to bring you out to the files in which you have worked on before. This is the info where it gives you the information about your Microsoft Word or the document in which you're working on. This is where you are going to press to save anything you are working on. If you are working on a new document, you save. Don't ever play with this actually button. You can press save or you press Control S whenever you are working so that you keep your work saved. Then we also have save as. The save as is used to change the location, or to change the location or to rename a file. For example, here save as. If I want to change the name of class BDE class 5, so if I want to rename it, I'm going to go to what? I will locate save as. Now I want to save it as class BDE class 5AA. So immediately I save it, it's going to change to BDA class 5AA. As you can see, that is the importance of the save as. Then this is where you use to print. Whenever I want to print, I'll just connect my computer to the printer. It's going to tell me the printer that is available to print here. You have the newsletter and how many copies do I want to print. Is it 1 copy? Then I go to print all pages. Is it all the pages I want to print? And if it is 1 to 5 page I want to print, then I press 1 to 5. Immediately I press this 1 to 5, it's going to print only from page 1 to 5. If you want to print on one side, this is it. If I want to collate portrait or landscape, I'm going to select here. I'm going to select, is it an A4 size, is it a letter size, is it on the normal margin, and so on. So these are the options in which you can leverage to have a better understanding of what we are discussing. So this is actually the File tab. So we also have, if you want to share your file to any of the available, like you want to save it to the cloud, or you want to share it with people, you want to send your file to an email, you want to present it online, or you want to post to a blog, you can always share from here. You can always export. You can export to PDF. If you want to save your file as a PDF document, I believe most of us used to have problems when they say save something as a PDF. It's very easy. You could just press export, create PDF or SPS. When you click on this, it's going to save. And as well, you can save a document as a PDF through using the save as button. When you just come here, it brings you below the file name. You see save as type. When you come here, you are going to see the PDF. So immediately you click on the PDF, it's going to, when you press save, it's going to save it as a PDF file, and you can send it to whomsoever you want to send it to. So when you now have close, when I want to close my Microsoft Office, then this is the account. As I say, if I have an account with Microsoft Word, this is where it's going to show me and the privileges I'm having. And if my product is activated actually. So we are having this, and these are other softwares that can be used all together. So this is the File tab. I think we are going to stop here. We're only having 1 minute to go. So I'm going to generate another link and send it to the group so we rejoin, inshallah. I believe we enjoyed the class, and we are going to come back to have the completion of the class, inshallah, on the Microsoft Word. Thank you for your participation, and see you in the next class. I believe everyone had me, so it won't be I'm the only one speaking.
No,
Please.
sir, we all had you.
Assalamu alaikum. I have a question.
Now,
Malam bin Hussein, thank you for a wonderful, good presentation.
mashallah.
May Allah reward you abundantly.
I mean, thank you too.
My question is that
Okay, I think
after
we
you
only
have
have
been
1 minute.
saved,
It might not. Okay. I think maybe when you can just the question.